Good morning, tech enthusiasts. Are you ready for a wild ride through the latest in AI, politics, and even the weather? I'm your host name, and today we're diving headfirst into some seriously game-changing news. But first, a quick weather update. Expect more chances for rain today across the valley. Temperatures will remain unseasonably cool, with highs only in the 70s. Perfect weather to stay inside and ponder the future of AI, right? But let's get to the real storm brewing, the one in the courtroom. Before we jump into AI, a somber note. A community is mourning after a 3-year-old girl tragically died after being shot by her father in Surprise last week. Police responded to reports of a man acting erratically and making threats. It's a heartbreaking reminder of the fragility of life. Our thoughts are with the family and the community during this difficult time. Okay, buckle up because this is where things get really interesting and, frankly, a little disturbing. In a groundbreaking and potentially terrifying first for Arizona and possibly the entire nation, artificial intelligence was used in a courtroom to create a deceased victim's own impact statement. Christopher Pelkey, killed in a 2021 road rage incident, was brought back to life, using AI during his killer's sentencing hearing. His sister and brother-in-law used the technology to recreate his image and voice to talk to the courtroom about his life and the day he met his killer. I mean, seriously, think about that for a second. This isn't some theoretical sci-fi scenario. It actually happened. The AI creation of the 37-year-old Army veteran even addressed his killer, saying, "In another life, we probably could have been friends. I believe in forgiveness. Wow. Just wow. But is this justice? Or is it something far more sinister?" We'll delve into that in a moment. Switching gears slightly, the Arizona Capitol is gearing up for budget talks, and clear divisions are emerging between the Republican-led legislature and Governor Katie Hobbs. State Representative David Livingston doesn't expect any new, ongoing spending, focusing on pay raises for Department of Public Safety workers and corrections officers. Hobbs, however, is prioritizing funding for border security, childcare, and housing affordability. The big battleground? Childcare funding. This is crucial for working families, and the outcome of these budget talks will have a significant impact on the accessibility and affordability of childcare across the state. We'll keep you updated on this developing situation. Finally, as public school districts grapple with declining enrollment, Mesa Public Schools is taking a unique approach with its smaller campuses. At Lehigh Elementary, a 5th grade class of about 45 students is being taught by 3 staff members, utilizing flexible learning spaces and collaborative teaching methods. Students learn together for a portion of the day, but then split and move into their main classrooms for more individualized attention. It's an interesting model that could potentially offer a solution to the challenges posed by declining enrollment and shrinking budgets. But let's get back to the elephant in the room, the AI courtroom drama. Okay, let's unpack this AI victim impact statement. On the one hand, you could argue that it provides closure for the victim's family, allowing them to hear their loved one's voice one last time and express their feelings to the perpetrator. It can be seen as a powerful tool for restorative justice. However, on the other hand, this raises some huge ethical questions. Is it right to put words in the mouth of the dead? Who controls the narrative? What if the AI is manipulated or used to create a false or misleading statement? This opens a Pandora's box of potential for misuse and abuse. Think about it. Could this technology be used to create fake testimonies, manipulate juries, or even rewrite history? The possibilities are both fascinating and terrifying. We need to seriously consider the implications of this technology and establish clear ethical guidelines before it becomes widespread. This reminds me of the ethical debates surrounding deepfakes, which can convincingly mimic a person's appearance and voice. The potential for misuse is enormous. We are talking about the convergence of AI, law, and morality, and the stakes are incredibly high. Now, let's get a little technical. The technology behind this AI resurrection likely involves a combination of natural language processing, NLP, speech synthesis, and computer vision. NLP allows the AI to analyze and understand the victim's past writings, interviews, or social media posts to generate new text that mimics their style and voice. Speech synthesis then converts this text into a realistic-sounding voice. And computer vision can be used to create a visual representation of the victim based on existing photos and videos. Think of it as a sophisticated digital puppet, controlled by algorithms and data. This is far more advanced than simple text-to-speech programs. We're talking about complex AI models trained on vast amounts of data to create a believable simulation of a human being. The underlying algorithms are constantly evolving, making it increasingly difficult to distinguish between real and synthetic content. This is where the challenge lies. how do we ensure that this technology is used responsibly and ethically without compromising the integrity of the justice system? Another key technology at play here is likely generative adversarial networks, or GANs. GANs are a type of machine learning model that consists of two neural networks, a generator and a discriminator. The generator creates new data, such as images or audio, while the discriminator tries to distinguish between real and fake data. Through this adversarial process, the generator learns to create increasingly realistic outputs. GANs are widely used in deepfakes and other forms of synthetic media, and they could have been used to generate the visual and auditory aspects of the AI victim impact statement. The architecture of GANs is constantly evolving, with new techniques being developed to improve the quality and realism of the generated content. For example, researchers are exploring the use of transformers and attention mechanisms to create more coherent and contextually relevant outputs. The rapid advancements in GAN technology are making it increasingly difficult to detect deepfakes and other forms of synthetic media, which raises serious concerns about the potential for misuse and manipulation. One potential solution to the ethical challenges posed by AI is the development of explainable AI, or XAI. XAI aims to make AI models more transparent and understandable so that humans can understand how they arrive at their decisions. In the context of the AI victim impact statement, XAI could be used to provide insights into the AI's reasoning process, revealing the data and algorithms that were used to generate the statement. This could help to identify potential biases or inaccuracies and ensure that the AI is used in a fair and responsible manner. However, XAI is still a relatively new field, and there are many challenges to overcome. For example, it can be difficult to explain the behavior of complex neural networks in a way that is easy for humans to understand. Furthermore, even if we can understand how an AI model works, it may still be difficult to determine whether its decisions are ethical or just. The development of XAI is an ongoing process, and it will require collaboration between researchers, policymakers, and the public to ensure that AI is used in a way that benefits society as a whole. There is even a research paper titled Explainable AI, a review of methods and applications by Christoph Molnar that emphasizes the importance of transparency in AI decision-making process. Now, some might argue that this technology simply gives voice to the voiceless, allowing victims to finally have their say. They might say that the focus should be on the perpetrator, not on the method of delivering the message. And there's a valid point there. However, consider this. What happens when the AI is wrong? What happens when it misinterprets the victim's wishes or expresses opinions that they would never have held? How do we ensure that the AI accurately reflects the victim's true self? These are not easy questions, and they demand careful consideration. We need to establish clear protocols and safeguards to prevent the misuse of this technology. This could involve requiring judicial oversight, obtaining consent from the victim's family, and implementing strict quality control measures. Ultimately, the goal should be to use AI in a way that honors the victim's memory and promotes justice, without compromising ethical principles or creating new harms. So, how do we verify the accuracy and authenticity of these AI-generated statements? One approach is to use forensic analysis techniques to detect signs of manipulation or fabrication. This could involve analyzing the audio and video for inconsistencies, such as unnatural speech patterns or facial movements. Another approach is to compare the AI-generated statement to the victim's past writings and statements to identify any significant discrepancies. Furthermore, we could involve independent experts in AI ethics and law to review the technology and provide recommendations for best practices. The key is to establish a multi-layered verification process that incorporates both technical and human oversight. This will require ongoing research and development to stay ahead of the curve as AI technology continues to evolve. We need to be proactive in addressing the potential risks and challenges, rather than waiting for problems to arise. Looking ahead, the use of AI in the courtroom is only going to become more prevalent. We can expect to see AI used in a variety of ways, from analyzing evidence to predicting recidivism rates. But it's crucial that we proceed with caution and foresight. We need to have a serious conversation about the ethical implications of AI and establish clear guidelines and regulations to govern its use. Otherwise, we risk creating a justice system that is biased, unfair, and ultimately dehumanizing. This isn't just about technology. It's about our values and our vision for the future. What kind of society do we want to create? One where AI enhances justice, or one where it undermines it? The choice is ours. The implications extend far beyond the courtroom. This technology could be used to create virtual historical figures, generate fake news, or even resurrect deceased loved ones for personal gain. The possibilities are endless, but so are the risks. We need to be vigilant in protecting ourselves from the potential harms of AI and ensuring that it is used for good. So what do you think? Is this AI courtroom technology a step forward for justice or a dangerous path to deception? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe to stay up to date on the latest AI news and developments. This is a conversation we all need to be having, and your voice matters. Share this video with your friends and family, and let's start a dialogue about the future of AI and its impact on our lives. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.